Yeah. Sean, what's up?
Stigmatism, man, what's up? Do anything.
Okay. What is it, man?
Stigmatism in my soul.
Okay. You got it, man?
Do anything.
Anything?
Anything.
You sure?
Put your mind to it. Do anything.
But what if it's hard, though, man?
If it's hard, it's gonna be hard. If it's easy, it's gonna be easy. It's all about what you think.
Okay, I can dig that. Love you, Sean.
Me too.
Stigmatism in my soul, man. Window cleaner with soul. You see it, you hear it.
Dopest channel.
Dopest channel on YouTube.
You hear it.
Thanks for coming to the channel, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to all the subscribers.
Shout out to all the subscribers, man.
Peace.
Peace out. Yo, what's up, man? What's going on, man? Yo, subscribe to the Patreon channel, man. I'm gonna be putting the video up probably right after this live, or maybe even during this live. I'm gonna be putting a video up, so you guys make sure that you subscribe to the Patreon channel. Shout out to everybody that has subscribed. We had 134 subscribers. We're going up to 150. What's going on here, Sean? What you doing over here, man? Hold on a second, y'all. What am I doing over here? All right. We're going up to 150. All right. First off, right off the bat, I want to give a shout out to my man, Jeremy Jacobs, down there in Dallas, Texas, man. Bought a shirt and a book. Thank you, sir. Then shout out to my man, Mike from Irvington, North Jersey. Bought a shirt. Appreciate you. And let me say right off the bat that the shirt they bought was this shirt right here. They bought that I Got That Fed Look shirt. They both bought a black shirt. Got my to-do list. You know we stay on point. Cross those two out. Still got my Patreon thing up there. And that's what we're going to talk about today, man. You know, allow me to clarify and drill down on I got that Fed look and what does it mean. You hear me say that a lot. Nigga got that motherfucking Fed look. You hear me say that a lot. And I think there's some confusion as to what it means. I think people are scared away upon the initial reading of it or me hearing it, or you look at my channel, and it's my job, it's my brand to get it clear and straighten it out. What it means, where it came from, and the whole thing. Shout out to Baltimore. Shout out to Cashland Clothing. If you're in Baltimore, if you're anywhere in the world, support Cashland Clothing. Shop.cashland.com, or you could just Google Cashland Baltimore and it'll come up. My man John, who owns Cashland, allowed me to come down, and we collaborated and we did a meet and greet in Cashland store. The Baltimore community came out. A lot of my subscribers came through. Jaden, Gil, Herman, my nigga Freak, Warren, Vic, Champagne, Slim Goody, Free, Lou, Nick Styles, Trey Styles, Adrian. Baltimore really came out. Farmer, It's Akuma, Dia Blaze 621 came out, and they really showed love to Sean G and Gunby Publishing, man. I appreciate them. Also, in conjunction with me defining what that Fed look means, I'm going to also be talking about a champion's mentality, which was a topic submitted by Cynical Fitness out in California. My man Sergio out there in California. I need y'all to subscribe to his YouTube channel, Cynical Fitness. Cynical Fitness. I'm going to put that in the subscribe to his channel, man. He purchased the annual Patreon membership, paid up front for the whole year. Y'all know it's $5 a month. So if you pay by the month, over a 12-month period, it'll cost you $60. But if you come in on the first rip and you say, yo, I want to get the annual joint, it's going to cost you $55. And then you paid up for the whole year. You get all of the dope content. We can DM via the Patreon app. You can submit a topic for me to discuss on the show. And, you know, we may end up talking on the phone, FaceTime, or whatever like that. So this topic, Champion's Mentality, was submitted by Sergio. Shout out to everybody over here on my big page. I got 2 lives going at the same time. Y'all see it. So this is my brand. I got that Fed look, astigmatism in my soul. I got that Fed look. You hear me say that a lot. Nigga got that motherfucking Fed look. What does it mean? Can you feel comfortable wearing it? And I want to give a shout out to Kai. He came down to Cashland. He's from Baltimore. And he told me, you know, me, him, and my cousin Keno. Shout out to Keno. Keno came through. Y'all follow Keno on Instagram, Athletica4. And we started talking about what does that Fed look mean? You know, Kai brought it up. Keno was talking about it. And Kai understood it. He understood what it meant. But he said, Sean, he says, you know, I probably wouldn't, on my job, he has a job, he says, I probably wouldn't wear that saying on a shirt on my job because of it's my place of employment, it's where I make my living. And, you know, people may misconstrue what I got that Fed look means, right? And then he went on to explain, because I like to listen. I like to listen and see, because I know what it is. It's mine. And I like to listen and see what people think, right? Then there was another kid in Baltimore. Me and him did an interview. Tilmus Flame, shout out to him, Baltimore legend. He said, you know, I don't like this logo. I don't like what it says. It's like you promoting, you know, federal prison, you know, what is this, right? So I explained it to him, and then after I had explained it to him, he says, oh, okay, now I get it. Now I get it. So I got that Fed look when I was in federal prison at FCI Morgantown in Morgantown, West Virginia. Working out in your physical fitness is priority number one. At least it was for me. And for a lot of inmates, being physically fit is priority number one, right? Because you're in a prison environment. Nobody's going to help you. Nobody's going to save you. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But you have to care. And me and my nigga, Mr. was a dude I worked out with. From another part of the United States. We slept back in B-Wing together. He slept over there in the corner. At first, I was in the bunk next to him. And then I had moved a couple times trying to get me, because I was always on the top bunk. I wanted to get me a bottom bunk. I got tired of climbing up the chair, getting in the top bunk. So I wanted a bottom bunk. So eventually I got me a bottom bunk. But what me and Mr. used to do, you know, we worked out every Sunday. We did chest day every Sunday. We called it National Heavy Day because we would go down to the weight pile on Sunday, and every Sunday was max. What can you max? And after we would work out all week, and then every night around 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, when we'd be brushing our teeth in the mirror, you go in the bathroom, it was this big mirror that covered the whole wall. And, you know, you be in there, you know, we be feeling ourselves, and we be, you know, niggas say, yo, man, I got that motherfucking Fed look, man. I got that Fed look, meaning that his physique looked right. You know, that his physique was money, that it looked good, that he was strong, that aesthetically from the eyesight, he looked good. You could see the traps popping up through the shirt. You could see the traps making the T-shirt stand up. You could see the chest pushing the T-shirt out, you know, and then, you know, if you peeled your shirt off and you showed your body, you know, you wanted to see the cuts. You wanted to see the indentations, the bumps, the lumps, the veins. And we would sit there and say, man, that Fed look, man, you ain't got that Fed. I got that Fed look. You ain't got that Fed look. So that's where it came from. But I took it a step further as it applied to my life. And this is where you can see how it can apply to your life. if you read my book, if you watched a bunch of my videos, you would know how I ended up in federal prison on a white collar crime, preparation of fraudulent tax returns. I was helping people get bigger refunds than what I was supposed to. And I was wrong, and I went to prison for that. And in the process of that whole situation, I crashed and burned my whole life. I lost $1 million, $1.2 million to be exact net worth. Rental properties, broker's license, property management business, financial consulting business, tax business, my own principal residence, custody of little Sean, everything, right? And it got real dark in my life. My life got real dark. And in that darkness, in that depression, in that humiliation, in that regret, in that remorse, in that anger, in that sadness, in that helplessness, in that hopelessness, at points, I felt hopeless. In that faithlessness, in that loss, in that destruction, in that self-manufactured setback, because I did it to me. Yeah. Niggas told on me, but I put myself in a position to be told on. I need y'all to hit the like button, y'all. Thank you. Shout out to everybody over here in the podcast with Soul. I got 18 people watching. I got 19 likes, man. Shout out to y'all. Thank you. Over here on my big page, I got 22 people watching. I only got 10 likes, man. They fronting on a nigga, man. Everybody over here, if you click that link at the top of the live chat, you can come over to the podcast with Soul. You can hear all of the extra sounds and all that stuff. In that pain, one or two things could happen. You could either live or you could die. You could, and let me drill down on that. Let me add some color to that, because that could go two ways. You could, and some people do, actually take their life after suffering that kind of setback. So they lose their physical life, spiritual, mental, they lose everything, right? They give it up and they get out of here. Now, the second aspect of that is you could continue to live a physical life. You could choose not to take your life. You can live a physical life, but mentally and spiritually, you're dead, because you have allowed your pain and your suffering and this negative occurrence, this negative thing, to blow your candle out inside of you. You've allowed it to. And you've actually died spiritually. You've died mentally. Costa the pupil. Costa, come on over to the podcast with Soul, man. Tell everybody over there to come on over. You've actually died. You just walking around in life. You getting up, you going to work. You getting up, you going to Walmart, you going to Walgreens, you going to CVS. You're carrying on with your life, but all of the zest and the enthusiasm for living, this negative occurrence in my situation almost killed me, right? So in that darkness and in that pain, at the age of 45 years old, that's how old I was when I went to prison. Hold up, let me get a sip of coffee, y'all. I had a realization. I had an epiphany. I had a spiritual awakening that, Sean, everything that you built, because I had started my entrepreneurship career at the age of 30. It was 1999. I quit my corporate job. I started my own business. I was 30 years old, and I never looked back. I never worked for nobody else again other than when I taught at some local community colleges here in New Jersey. Passaic County College, Essex County College, and Bergen County College. I taught math. I was an adjunct professor. I taught pre-algebra. There's only W-2s I got. I said, Sean, everything it took you 15 years to build. Well, it took you 12 years to build from 30 years old. It took me about 9 years. I became a millionaire like around 39. I said, it took you 9 years to build all of this. And in the matter of a year, you've lost it all. And you got to start all over again at the age of 45. And I had never, ever been confronted with a situation like that before. I didn't want to start all over. I didn't want to start all over. And psychologically, I had went into a denial. I was deliberately blocking out and trying to trick myself into believing that somehow I could make a comeback without starting all over. And I call my cousin down in Miami. Shout out to my cousin Annie. Annie's like 81 years old now. She lives in Miami. She's been knowing me since I was probably about 10 years old. Well, she's been knowing of me my whole life, but I really came into her life when I was probably like around 9 or 10 years old. And she was someone who I used to talk to while I was going through my situation. And she said, Sean, I was telling her, oh, Annie, man, I lost everything, man. I'm lamenting. I'm just going over and over. I'm refusing to move on. I'm refusing to live. And she says, well, Sean, you just start all over again. That's all. Just start all over. And when she told me that, I cringed because I didn't want to hear that. I wanted to hear her say, Sean, some kind of way, magically, everything is going to come back to you. But she didn't. She says, you just got to start all over again. I didn't want to hear that. And I cringed, but I knew it was the truth. And I knew it was reality. And here was somebody that really liked me, that really cared for me, that really loved me, that told me the truth. You got to just start all over again. And while I was in prison, I did an examination of myself like I had never, ever done before. I looked at myself. I looked at me, man. I looked at Sean, man. I looked at my life. I looked at what I had done. And I said, man, Sean, this is you. Look at what you did. Look at what you did. Right? Then I said, why did you do this to yourself? How did you get here? Why did you do this? How did you get here? And I had to look at myself again on a deeper level. And then it shifted to, well, how do you get out of here? What needs to be done? How do you make a comeback? And that's when I got that Fed look, took on a deeper meaning. Because a spiritual and mental change had to take place first before I could make my comeback. I had to get on my discipline game, right? Which I was doing with my workouts. I was working out every day, 2-3 times a day. I had to get on my nutrition game as far as food. I had to cut out the simple carbs. I had to cut out the cakes, the sodas, the candy bars, the honey buns, all of the junk food that I had been eating. I had to get that out of my body. And I had to begin to clear my soul. I had to begin to Lena B. I had to clear my soul. I had to rinse my soul. I had to wash my soul. I had to wash my mind. I had to rebuild everything. And when I came to this realization, I knew that I had to change a lot of things about me, man. The way that I thought, the way that I behaved, my decision making, my judgment, and my choices. Nigga got that motherfucking Fed look. Who I had around me. Why did I have them around me? Are they good for me? Are they not good for me? Are they a subtraction life? Are they a subtraction sign in my life? Or are they an addition sign in my life? What are they? I need to know, and I need to know now. And if they are a subtraction sign, they got to go. And I don't give a fuck who it is. If they are an addition sign, they have to remain. And I don't give a fuck who it is. Nigga got that motherfucking Fed look. And then having to start over from scratch. Having to start over from scratch. Lee Cullivan, what's up, man? Lee, come over to the Podcast with Soul, man. Click on that link at the top of the chat. Everybody over here on the big page, click on the link at the top of the chat and come over to the Podcast with Soul. Having to make these changes and rebuild myself, rebuild my psyche, rebuild my confidence. Right? And then knowing that I had an out date, that I was going to be going home. Knowing that I was going to be going home, what was I going to do when I got out? Was I going to sink or was I going to sail? What was I going to do? And that Fed look was born. I just described it to you. I got that Fed look is looking at yourself. In my case, what gave rise, what gave birth to that Fed look was a prison experience. Losing all my material possessions, money and all the material possessions, and going to prison. That's where my Fed look was germinated. right? And the fed look is a mentality. It has nothing to do with prison other than for me. It's a mentality that I'm gonna get right. I'm gonna get myself right spiritually, mentally, and physically. I'm gonna change my life. I have a vision in my mind of where I wanna go and what I wanna do. And I'm gonna make a comeback and I'm gonna make that shit happen. Yeah. Show 'em what's up.
Stigmatism, man, what's up? Do anything.
Okay. What is it, man?
Stigmatism in my soul.
For you, it may be. That's the link, y'all, over here on the big page. Click on that link and come over here. For you, it may be you just broke up in a long-term relationship. You was in a relationship for a long time. And you and your partner have broken up, separated, and you know this time it's final. And you're gonna have to move on with your life without this person. It may be a divorce. You know what you gotta do? Nigga got that motherfucking fed look. And you have to move on with your life and use this negative experience, this negative occurrence, and it may not be negative. A lot of times when we think our life is falling apart, it's actually falling together. But you have to use this painful experience and elevate higher. You could have lost your job. This is your turn to look at yourself. You could have lost a family member, a loved one. And you in a lot of pain, you grieving. And this situation could either make you or break you. That divorce could either make you or break you. You got foreclosed on in your house. This could either make you or break you. You got laid off from your job. You don't know how to pay your bills. This could make you or break you. You got a job that you hate. You want to start your own business. Nigga got that motherfucking fed look. You got to get it. And your fed look is personal to you. Your fed look ain't my fed look. My fed look ain't her fed look. His fed look ain't their fed look. Them niggas fed look ain't his fed look. Everybody got a different fed look. We all got different lives. But we all got these lives where we get punched in the mouth by life. Whether it's done by suckers that are in our lives, whether it's done by fake ass family in our life, whether it's done by none of our fault, right? Whatever the case may be. But at most times, if we really look at it, it always comes back to us. It's something that we did or something we could have done to have prevented this situation, which ain't a bad thing. All this really means is that we need to learn. And I don't know what you need to do to fix yourself and get that fed look, to get you up out of your situation, to move your life forward, for you to materialize your vision, for you to make your dream happen. That's on you. But what I do know, some of the tenets that are super important is, number one, you got to have some acceptance of your reality. You got to get over the pain accept your reality, and you got to pick up the pieces and move on. Number two, you're going to have to learn to love yourself. Nigga got that motherfucking fed look. You're going to have to learn to become best friends with yourself. You're going to have to learn to say nice things to yourself, to treat yourself right. Number three, you got to take care of your physical health, man. In the art of war, Sun Tzu says an army that is without sickness is considered invincible. Nigga got that motherfucking fed look. If you don't have some type of chronic or terminal illness that promotes and makes you obese and fat, right? And I'm not talking to them people because some people just have health issues that make them fat and there's nothing they can really do about it. But if you just fat and out of shape because you lazy and your spirit is broken and you depressed and you upset and you don't have any discipline, you have no will to eat right and to heal yourself with good foods, then nigga, that's your fault. Nigga got that motherfucking fed look. Your medicine is in your refrigerator. You got to get your refrigerator game up. You got to get your kitchen game up. You can control that. You can control that. That's that fed look. You got to get your ass in the bed at a decent hour and get up at a decent hour. Nigga got that motherfucking fed look. You got to make a comeback from your situation. You can't stay there. You can't stay there. You can't stay there. Ain't nobody gonna help you. For once in your life, you're gonna be by yourself, confronted with yourself, hanging with yourself, hating yourself, and you gotta help yourself and fix yourself and turn all of that into loving yourself and making a comeback for yourself. Nigga got that motherfucking fed look. You're going to have to take off all the masks, all the fake shit, all the fronting you've been doing your whole life, and you're going to have to get real for once, if you're capable. That's that fed look, man. That's what that means. And if you look at this shirt, look at this logo. Look at this logo. And I'm going to tell y'all how that logo came to be. If you look at this logo, I'm going to tell y'all a true story, man. Everybody over here on my big page, I'm finna put the link over to the podcast so y'all can come over here. I'm finna tell y'all the story, man. Stay right here. Yeah. Sean, what's up?
Stigmatism, man, what's up? Do anything.
Okay. What is it, man?
Stigmatism in my soul.
Okay. You got it, man?
Do anything.
Anything?
Anything.
You sure?
Put your mind to it. Do anything.
Little Sean. Little Sean said, put your mind to it, you do anything. Check out this logo. Check it out. I was sitting here in my crib in the United States of America, minding my business. That's what I do. That's another tenet of the fed look. Mind your motherfucking business. Nigga got that motherfucking Fed look. Shut the fuck up. Quit talking so goddamn much. Quit getting in everybody else's business. Quit gossiping. This is another tenet of the Fed look. And mind your motherfucking business. Nigga got that motherfucking Fed look. I was sitting here in the United States of America minding my business. And a dude hit me on Instagram. This is a true story. And it don't even matter. But he's a white kid. Shout out to him. He knows who he is. What's up, Art? He DM'd me on my Instagram. He said, Sean, man, I like what you're doing, man. I'm a graphic designer. I live in Canada. Let me give you some designs. You don't gotta pay me. Let me give you some designs. I want to send you some designs. I said, okay. A day later or 2 days later, he sent me back this picture. He sent me back the image that you see on this logo. I did not pick this. He picked this. And I might have had maybe 2,000 videos at the time. More than 1,000. And he went, I don't know which video he got it from. He picked that image and he sent it to me, man. And in this image, you could see in my eyes, in this logo, my eyes tell the whole story, and it coalesces with the definition of what I just told you what the Fed look is, man. It's a level of focus and concentration that ain't nothing or nobody finna stop me from doing what I'm doing. He sent me back this logo, and I said, Art, around the top, put, I got that Fed look, and put my signature. This is where this logo came from. Number two, the logo you see on my shirts where I'm doing the burpees, where you got me in the middle of a burpee, when I'm like this, when I'm like this on a shirt. He did that one too. He sent me that one too. So my point is, I didn't pick this logo. Somebody gave me this logo, right? But it so much embodies, just that facial expression embodies what I'm about, what that Fed look means. My work ethic is incredible. My work ethic is unmatched. Nobody in this motherfucking world can outwork me, man. Nobody. Nigga got that motherfucking Fed. I don't care who you show him to me. Where he at? He don't exist. I work harder than anybody. And that's a true story, man. That's where I got that Fed look came from, and that's what it means. So you don't have to be, if you have one of my shirts already, and I've sold a lot of these, I've sold a lot of the other ones that got that Fed look, I got that mother, I've sold a lot of shirts all over the world. I've shipped these shirts all over the world. So now when you wear it, if you're watching this video, you know if somebody asks you, well, what is that? Where did it come from? What does it mean? You can say, man, listen, I have to be here 30 minutes telling you what it means. Or you can send them to this video, or you could just give them a cursory understanding of what it means. But now you know. Now you can wear this logo in my shirt. You don't have to be afraid and turned off. It's not me promoting prison. It's not that. It's not me promoting having been in the feds. It's not me doing that. It's me promoting my rebirth, my resurgence, my rising from the ashes of my life and coming back. So now you can wear it, and you can wear it not in support of my experience of me having that feeling. You can wear it in support of you in your experience of your divorce, of your bankruptcy, of your business failure, of you losing all of your money, of you blowing up your trading account, of you trying to get clean from drugs, of you trying to get clean from alcohol, you trying to stop gambling, you whatever it is, you done broke up in a marriage, a divorce, a long-term relationship, you homeless. That'll be your fed look. And that's what it could mean to you. Nigga got that motherfucking fed look. My man Sergio from California got a YouTube channel called Cynical Fitness. He said, Sean, talk about the champion's mentality. In the champion's mentality, I just described it, man. You're going to see things through all the way to the end. You're going to think undefeated. You're going to think success. For a long time in your life, whenever you've gone into situations, you've always gone into it with a negative perception. Oh, this ain't gonna work. What if this go wrong? What you ever know people like that? That whatever you tell them, whatever you talk about, immediately by default, they go and highlight what could go wrong. That's not the champion's mentality. The champion's mentality is, man, yo, this shit is gonna work. Everything is gonna go right, and I'm gonna make it go right. Yeah, I know it ain't gonna be easy. But if it was easy, everybody would be doing it and it wouldn't be worth nothing. I know it's hard. I know they laughing at me. I know they ridiculing me. I know they talking behind my back. I know they smiling in my face and dropping salt on me when they leave. I know all of that. I know they wishing I fail. I know they praying for my downfall. I know all that. But I'm gonna keep going, and success is gonna be my best revenge. I don't need them. I got it. I got it. I got it. I don't need them. I got it. If you want to lose weight, if you're fat, you're 300 and 400 pounds, and you want to get down to 190, you gotta. Nigga got that motherfucking fed look. If you fat and you want to start eating clean and get right and lose weight and get in shape, nigga got that motherfucking fed look. If your lady done left you, you done caught her with another dude, your homeboy, your cousin, your brother, and your heart, you broken-hearted. Nigga got that motherfucking fed look. Got to get that champion's mentality, man. That's what it is. You're not going to lose. You're going to take your losses, but you're going to learn from them. Right? And you're not going to let nobody or nothing external to you dictate your happiness. Yo, everybody over here on the big page, man, click that link at the top of the live, man, the link I pinned, and come over to the podcast with Soul, man. Please subscribe. Thank you very much, man. I'm going to post the link right now. Stay right there, y'all. Come over to the Podcast with Soul, man. Champion's mentality, man. Champion's mentality, you got to be able to be alone. You got to be comfortable with being by yourself. If the weed is hindering you, I don't care if you smoke weed or not. I don't care if you drink or not. It don't matter to me. That's your life. I mind my business. Nigga got that motherfucking fed look. But if you really look at what you're doing, if you look at your weed smoking, your drug use, your alcohol use, and it ain't impacting your performance or your potential, then by all means, man, keep on doing what you're doing. But if you looking at yourself honestly and you looking at you smoking weed every day, all day, 3 and 4 joints a day, every day, you drinking every day, you getting high every day, and your circumstance and the results of your life are evident that you not living up to your full potential, then you, nigga, got that motherfucking fed look. And you got to get right. You got to get right. And that's on you. You can listen, you can watch these stupid ass rappers, man, and you can watch these dudes on Instagram and YouTube who have these big platforms smoking weed on these platforms in a 58-second clip, right? And then you can allow yourself to be hypnotized and anesthetized mentally to believe that you need to do that as well so that you can get a whole bunch of views and likes. Nigga, you's a goddamn fool. Yeah. You's a sucker. You's a sucker. If you think you gotta be and do what somebody else is doing, and it's causing harm to you, but you doing it anyway because they doing it. Who the real sucker? Champion's mentality. You got to break yourself all the way down to the finest atom, man, to the finest molecule. And you have to find out your truth of who you are, and you have to be that. Stop fronting, man, and faking and shit and following suckers, man. A lot of these hip hop dudes, these rap dudes, man, are fake and phony, man. They just are in positions where they know people with big platforms that can get them in front of cameras, man, and they can wear a mask and make you believe that they something that they not, man. You got to be able to see through that. And you got to be able to see that the best thing is, man, you being yourself, man. That's the key. Breaking yourself down, man. Examining yourself to your core. Who are you? Who am I? What do I like? What don't I like? What type of people do I like? What kind of people don't I like? What kind of women I like? What kind of women I don't like? What am I afraid of? What doesn't scare me? What makes me happy? What makes me sad? All of these questions you got to ask yourself, man. Nigga got that motherfucking fed look. Yeah. I don't know what else to tell you. Subscribe to my Patreon channel. Matter of fact, I'm going to upload that video now, man. Everybody who's ever a Patreon subscriber, I'm getting ready to upload a Patreon video right now, live on the air while I'm on this live. So go to my Patreon channel. I'm putting up the link right now. The video is up. Hold on, let me type my. There we go. Stigmatism in My Soul, Sean G. Hold on, let me type in the title. What part did you play in that situation? All right. Publish now. Save. Brand new video up now. Brand new video up now on my Patreon channel, man. Go on to Patreon. The link is underneath this video. Sean G on Patreon just put up a new video. Make sure y'all go check that out. We almost monetized over here on the podcast with Soul, man. By the end of the week, we will be monetized. Thank everybody for the likes. We've been on here an hour. That's enough. Typically like to stay on here like right about at an hour. I don't really like to go too much more than that. Want to give a shout out to everybody, man. Go out there today. Run your errands. Complete your errands. Write everything you got to do down on a sheet of paper. Write everything you got to do down and get it all done. You know, make it happen. They're protesting over in London right now. I've been checking that out on YouTube. So it's interesting, man. Sean G, Podcast with Soul. Get a shirt. You could get this shirt on my website, Gunby Publishing. .bigcartel.com. My hats are over there. My books are over there. I got to do some more writing on Volume 3. My Volume 3 book will be done soon, man. It's going to be, it's going to be just as good as Volumes 1 and 2. Get Volumes 1 and Volume 2 and get ready for Volume 3, man. I'm almost done, man. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited. I'm happy. That'll be available soon on my website. Shout out to everybody in here, man. I love all y'all, and I'm going to check y'all out. Peace. Yeah. Sean, what's up?
Stigmatism, man, what's up? Do anything.
Okay. What is it, man?
Stigmatism in my soul.
Okay. You got it, man?
Do anything.
Anything?